Hit the bell icon on YouTube app and never miss any update from Mobizium. Hello guys, welcome back to Mobizium. This is the year of dual cameras and this dual camera fever has hit almost all the mediocre mobile OEMs. We have seen various implementation of dual cameras since the last year, the secondary lens being a monochrome lens or a telephoto lens. So today we have two camera-centric mid-range phones with us, that is MI A1 and Lenovo K8 Note. These are the highest configuration phones we have, that is of 4GB RAM and 64GB of internal storage, and the pricing of which is MI A1 would cost you around 15,000 rupees and Lenovo K8 Note at 14,000 rupees. So now let us see, are these phones worth their price or not? Talking about the design and build quality, both phones boast of an all-metal design, but I felt MI A1 to be a lot more premium. The back of it is similar to OnePlus 5 and iPhone 7 Plus, whereas the design of Lenovo K8 Note doesn't excite me much. And one more thing, like in this age of small bezels, both these phones have huge bezels and they both have got rounded edges, but MI A1 has got some serious curves. Lenovo K8 Note feels a lot heavier and slightly thick when we compare it to MI A1. The power button on K8 Note is jacked to provide identification, and it also has an added advantage of a music key. This key not only acts as a shortcut to the music application but also can be mapped to perform other functions. Both phones have hardware navigation buttons and the ones on A1 are backlit, which means you can use the phone with ease at night. Both phones have a 3.5mm headphone jack and a mono speaker. MI A1 has a USB-C port, whereas the one on K8 Note has a micro USB. MI A1 runs on Snapdragon 625, which has 8 cores of ARM Cortex-A53 and the maximum frequency of it is 2 GHz. It is manufactured on 14nm FinFET process and the GPU used is Adreno 506, whereas Lenovo K8 Note runs on MediaTek's X23 Helio processor, which is of 10 core and it has a maximum frequency of 2.3 GHz. Now the specs of Lenovo K8 Note looks quite impressive on paper, but one must understand that the specs doesn't define the real world performance. In day-to-day tasks, you will not observe any difference in performance. We played few graphic-intensive games like Asphalt and Nova, where K8 Note suffered frame drops, but A1 never disappointed us. Both phones did not overheat. Both phones sport a stock UI with few useful customization. MI A1 has few Xiaomi apps like Community and the MI apps, whereas K8 Note has a software customizable hardware key called the music key that can be mapped to any operation or can be used to open any app. MI A1 has fingerprint sensor gestures. MI A1 has got Google's blessing when it comes to software department, as it is an Android One phone, so the software updates will directly come from Google. Well, we all know that Lenovo ditched some of its phones in the past, but as Lenovo has turned to stock Android UI in the recent past, we expect it to give timely updates. But as of now, MI A1 leaps forward in terms of software. Both phones have good quality 1080p 5.5-inch displays. The display of MI A1 has a cooler temperature and K8 Note has display options as standard and vibrant. Both phones have single bottom firing speakers, but Lenovo K8 Note has an added Dolby Atmos technology which enhances the bass to an extent. Loudness is also adequate, but don't you think that the speaker of MI A1 is any mediocre? Though it doesn't have Dolby Atmos, but the speakers are loud and powerful. The mids and lows are pretty deep and the output through the headphone is phenomenal. MI A1 packs 3000 mAh battery while Lenovo K8 Note has 4000 mAh one. MI A1 takes around 2 hours to charge fully using the bundle fast charger, whereas Lenovo K8 Note takes around 2 hours and 25 minutes. With normal usage, MI A1 would last a day while Lenovo K8 Note would last you more than a day. MI A1 has a 12 megapixel wide angle lens with an aperture of f2.2 and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens with an aperture of f2.6, whereas Lenovo K8 Note comes with a similar setup with 12 megapixel primary sensor and 5 megapixel depth sensor. Both have dual LED flash. Color accuracy is better on MI A1, whereas the images from K8 Note looks sharp. Both the phones boast of depth effect, but the images from MI A1 looked far better than the one taken from K8 Note. Edge detection is far better than K8 Note. Low light images are pretty noisy on both. Speaking about the front facing camera, MI A1 has 5 megapixel f2 sensor, whereas Lenovo K8 Note has 13 megapixel sensor with front facing flash. Needless to say, the front-facing camera of Kate Note outperforms the one on MI-A1. Selfies are sharp and have great detailing, and the addition of front flash enhances low-light selfies. Though video performance is so-so on both these phones, Kate Note can do maximum of 1080p at 30 fps, whereas MI-A1 goes up to 4K at 30 fps. The lack of any type of stabilization spoils the fun. Due to this, pictures also come out blurry. Both the phones have all the necessary sensors needed for a smartphone, but MI-A1 goes one step ahead by providing an IR blaster which acts as a remote to TVs or ACs. Both have rear-facing fingerprint sensor and they are pretty fast to unlock the phone. MI-A1 excels all the parameters, hence it is a better phone overall. Unless you want a marginally bigger battery and a customizable button, there's no reason to get Lenovo Kate Note. So this is all about it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button, but do let me know why you feel the same. If you are new to our channel, do subscribe to it because we are coming up with more comparison videos and also with the newly launched Honor 9 One. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ruchi Shah from Obesium signing off.